This is about defending democracy. This is no longer Democrats versus Republicans. What do you want your kids to believe in? There must be give and take.
This is White Flag with Joe Walsh.
Hey, when I was a little boy so long ago, the Republican Party fiercely opposed the dictatorial regime of the Soviet Union. I'm a middle-aged older man now. And the Republican Party today adores and admires the dictatorial regime of Russia. What happened? I mean, granted, it was long ago. But in the scheme of things, that's not that long of a time. The Republican Party used to be hugely anti-Soviet Union. The evil empire, Ronald Reagan said. The Republican Party stood up against the evil dictators who ran the Soviet Union. Now the evil dictator who runs Russia is admired by, worshipped by, supported by today's Republican Party. It's jaw-dropping. I'm not exaggerating. Today's Republican Party, I think, look, I think it's a combination of two things. One, I kind of sympathize with and support, and the other that is just anathema to America. The aspect of this Putin worship, Russia worship, really dictator worship. Look at Trump. Trump's the leader of the Republican Party. He loves and adores and wants to be a dictator. He's not alone, right? He's the leader of the Republican Party. The Republican Party base generally believes the same sort of shit, and a lot of elected Republicans do as well. Mike Lee, a senator from Utah, a guy I got elected with. His dad worked in the Reagan administration. Mike Lee, I thought, always was a Reaganite. He's closer to Putin now than he is Reagan. The aspect that I get in kind of support in how the Republican Party changed is this notion of isolationism, is this notion of I don't want America to be involved everywhere. Build a wall around America, stay home, only be concerned about America. We only care about America, make America great. We don't want to be involved in the rest of the world. This notion of stay out, this notion of isolationism, I get because I'm very much aligned that way politically. I don't want to build a wall around America, but I'm kind of an isolationist. And I don't want America involved militarily everywhere, spending money everywhere. I don't want America to be the world's policeman, all of that. Trump got elected on this isolationist aspect. I get it. But like everything that Trump has touched, it's turned 1,000 times worse. Now it is quite literally build a wall around America. America doesn't care about the rest of the world. That's a big part of today's Republican Party. So no money to Ukraine. No money for Israel. No money to any foreign country. No American troops anywhere. Screw NATO. We don't need NATO. I mean, Trump a couple days ago encouraged Russia to invade a NATO country. He encouraged Russia to invade Europe. And, the whole establishment pulled their hair out. Well, that's where the base of today's Republican Party is. This isolationist streak. The other, again, 1,000 times worse than simply someone like me who's the opposite of a neocon. The other aspect of today's Republican Party that, unlike back when I was a little boy, that opposed the dictatorial regime of the Soviet Union and now worships the dictatorial regime of Russia. Let's be real. Today's Republican Party is pro-authoritarian, pro-dictator, proudly embracing authoritarianism, pro-Putin, pro-Orban, pro-Erdogan, pro-Trump. Today's Republican Party is authoritarian, anathema to what America is. Donald Trump is anathema to what America is. When Donald Trump says, I'm going to be a dictator on day one, for day one, whatever, the base of the Republican Party, and the polling supports this, the base of the Republican Party wants that. I think there is specific love for Putin in today's Republican Party, but I think it's a broader love for an authoritarian, desire to have an authoritarian here in America. It's the embrace of authoritarianism. That should be anathema to all of us, certainly to me, hopefully to many of you listening to me, would have been anathema to Ronald Reagan. Where'd that come from? Easy. We've talked about it at length. Today's Republican Party has given up on democracy. They want a certain America back. They no longer believe the democratic process can get it back for them. So I need a strong man, a dictator, an authoritarian to get it back from me. That's why Trump, that's why they love Putin, that's why they are pro-Russia. Today's Republican Party, you'd have to say, is much more pro-Russia than anti-Russia. It's a scary place. Today's Republican Party must be defeated. I'm Joe Walsh. Make it a good week. Joe Walsh, whiteflag@gmail.com. Joe Walsh, whiteflag@gmail.com. All one word is my email. Talk soon. Be brave.
Thank you for listening. Remember to listen, share, and follow White Flag with Joe Walsh on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere great podcasts are found. And be sure to leave a 5-star review. This has been White Flag with Joe Walsh.